So 5 years from now, it'll be a very different Norfolk, because the business world will finally wake up to the intellectual green and gold mine that is a historic black college and university. Yes, the curriculum is impressive, the faculty is impressive too. However, the magic of the HBCU is in the unified collective choice we all made to be here in the first place. Our beautiful, beloved, and genius Dr. J could work at any institution she chooses. She's qualified, overqualified. The same is true for the entire faculty and staff, and the same is true for you. But you chose NSU. You chose NSU. You chose the HBCU. And since big corporations look to us, people of color, for what's culturally relevant, for what's hot or what's next, of course, they are scrambling to understand why we all choose an HBCU. It's been our secret, but the secret is out. The corporations are here. The smart ones anyway. And it's wild. 400 years ago, they invested in us. They used to invest in us as a property. The old dollars used to have enslaved people on the back because they wanted you to see what the money was and what the money could do. So 400 years ago, they invested in us. They used to invest in us as property. But now, they are here to invest in our intellectual property. And all of this is true on the state level too. Virginia can no longer ignore its HBCUs because they've had a habit of doing that, right? The money just, right? So it can no longer, the state of Virginia can no longer, well, the first of the 13 states, right, where the original ships came in with the enslaved people on there. This state of all states can no longer afford to ignore the HBCUs. Because these days it's different, regardless of blue or red. On a state level, they're finally realizing that black is a force when it comes to business. And it's happening in Norfolk in a big way. So 5 years from now, it'll be a very different Norfolk, and not because of the will and the taste of one man, but because scores of young people and new business owners are demanding decentralized decision-making, a seat at the table, more options, and more accountability from their local politicians. These young people know that Norfolk is not perfect. Sure, there's crime, but that's a part of every city's DNA. It's a reality in every American city. They want to keep highlighting their hair, but they're gonna see. They're gonna see all of this magic that's in this room that continues to get churned out of this HBCU every year. They are going to see. Enforcing the law is essential, but a great city will work to understand why laws are broken in the first place. A toxic city sweeps their dirt under the rugs to keep up appearances. A neutral community seeks to understand and embrace the underlying issues in a unified way. It's not a us versus them problem. It's all of our problem, and together we'll solve it. We take care of our own, we always have. Norfolk will be a city of people that hold themselves accountable for doing better, looking out for each other, and that will be expected of our policymakers as well. Look at all of you out there. You are represented by politicians who talk to you about the inflation of the antiquated and biased system, while you're online redefining currency for the first time in 400 years. Cryptocurrency. Spartans, let them know you're online getting busy right now. Let them know. Make some noise, please. How can he talk about young people? How can he talk to a young person about inflation when our currency used to feature enslaved people on it? And the very bedrock of our financial industry, Wall Street, was named for a wall built by enslaved people and something that they had to stand in front of. Did you guys know that? That's where the term Wall Street comes from. We built those walls and had to stand in front of it because what was the first American commodity in this country? Your ancestors. So we always been next to the money and in the money. We are the money.